Hey, welcome back to Two Super Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Vinny.
And I have what may be an unpopular or popular opinion. I need someone to talk me off a ledge here, so to speak. Please vote in the comments. I have a little bit of a conspiracy theory in the stock market I just want to go over. Okay? Now, Vinny has no idea what this is about. Vinny, are you familiar with analysts and their ridiculous price targets for stocks?
Well, I have heard them refer to a more accurate name on occasion, such as a anal cyst. Have you ever heard this?
I have not, but that definitely seems like a joke that you would have come up with on the spot.
No,
So that
no,
works for me.
I've heard that before.
Okay.
It shows you just how accurate they are. They are very, very itchy from time to time, and they should be excised surgically often.
Okay. Fair. I do those. Um, real quick. Here's my conspiracy, if you will. We're gonna make this a very short video because I really want everyone in the comments to tell me if I'm crazy or for I kind of want to drop a lot of money on a stock here for one reason. Yeah, I know. I saw your face. All right. So Wolf of Wall Street, right? We see in reality there's a lot of insider trading, there's a lot of ridiculousness. And then in The Big Short, which me and Vinny both love, I think it's a fantastic movie, you see
Great
that
movie.
there are arms of these giant financial institutions who are like literally in The Big Short. Steve Carell's arm is literally going short on this asset while other arms are doing the exact opposite
Yep,
in the
yep.
same
Yeah, it's amazing.
financial institution, right?
Yeah.
It's not crazy to me to think analysts, I'm going to show you their accuracy rate here, are bringing down a stock by downgrading it just to have some buying from maybe another arm of a financial institution that they're under and then have it shoot right back up. And I may have a lot of evidence that we're going to look at here. To me, AMD was downgraded and has lost a substantial amount. Now, whether that's deserved or not is not what this video is about. I'm just going to look at what's happened in the past. Okay? This was a study where they looked at multiple forecasts. So overall, the accuracy rate was 47%, less than random chance. Okay? They're,
That's amazing.
they're saying up or down. Just so if you have nothing in the stock market, you could just put an ETF, you would beat these guys every single time, to be clear,
Yeah.
because
I
it's
mean,
gone up more than down.
yeah. What weathermen around the same mark. So it's great. It's really useful. I mean, I'm going to let my 3-week-old child start trading stocks for me. So that'll be great.
I mean, there's some cool accounts on like Goldfish and stuff. But so Abby Joseph Cohen, formerly a partner of the chief U.S. investment strategist at Goldman Sachs, 35%. That's well below the industry average. Jim Cramer, as we all know, 46.8%, actually industry average. And it's funny because we'll see him as like, this guy's wrong all the time. Buy whenever he says it's bad, right?
Yeah.
He's actually about right there.
Well, there's a
Another study.
Kramer ETF and there's a reverse Kramer ETF, just so you know, you can flip either side of that coin if you want.
Yeah, there you go. See? This one, over 20 years from 2002 to 2021, another report found the average difference between price estimates from stock market experts at the beginning of the year and actual price of the index for the same year was 8.3%, almost a full year's of earnings. Now, granted, that one's more difficult. You're trying to do an
Yeah.
exact price. I'm okay with that one. That's almost impossible. I don't even know why that's a thing. But downgrade versus upgrade, you should be better at your job. Better
Okay.
than random chance.
Yeah,
Okay?
8% is actually closer than I would have thought, to be honest, based
Yeah,
upon like a random distribution there.
I agree. That's actually not bad. The tone of this article, they're clearly trying to shit on them for that, but that's pretty solid in my opinion. Because a price target, it's not, that's pretty good. So here's what we're gonna do. This is in relation to AMD, which was downgraded, lost a bunch of money. I'm just going to show you. So was Google. Look at Google now. Um,
Yeah.
Here's some stocks. Now this yellow line is when the downgrade happened. So if you go on FinViz right now, you can look at the recent downgrades and upgrades by large financial institutions. So I did the top 10 stocks in the Qs. Okay? Which if everyone's gonna be like, hey, why are you relating AMD to the top 10? That's a solid, yeah, that's fair. That's the ones I did. And not all of them have them. So that would be a fair critique. So here's Google. dropped from here. If you guys remember, we did a video. I bought a bunch more right here because I'm like, this is absurd.
I love it.
Very
That's
happy I did.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, bought a bunch more right here. This is my favorite trade. Oh, you can't see my arrow. I just realized.
Yeah, I can see your mouse right now.
There.
I'll
This is
take
my
your word
favorite
for
trade.
it.
Alpha
Oh, bouncing
200
up to
in a
200.
bull market.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is 200 moving average, off of 200 in a bull market. This is my absolute favorite trade I have for investing. Okay. As you can see, huge dip here for absolutely no reason. Apple. Now, some of these came in the morning, so you can't appreciate the dip as much, but you did have a dip. It still dropped 4%. That's a decent amount for a guy who has literally less chances of success than random chance. Here, another large dip going to the 100 moving average. Great buying opportunity. You're at 235 down to 220. Now we're at 241. This is over the course of a month.
Wow.
Right?
Crazy move.
Tesla. This one's huge. I actually wanted to put the values in because it came in midday. It was at 246 before it came in, and then closed the following day at 214. It went down almost 13% or whatever that is, just from one douche. Okay,
yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Absolutely
I mean,
wild.
Wow.
All right.
I can't believe it moved it over 10%. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Now, granted, there's other things that happen, but this is literally the day that this came in. Okay. Now, Microsoft, same thing. Bad here, comes in, dip, here, stale, and now we're back all the way up. You would have made money both times. Costco, this one's beautiful. Each time there's a dip right after. This is going back to 23, dip. Here, dip. Here, no dip, but then another one 20 days later, dip. And you're at all-time highs. Fantastic.
It's impressive, too, that Costco, like 200. No. Costco doesn't touch the 200 moving average.
Yeah. I've actually been trying to buy Costco for a year, and for my strategy, I unfortunately have not been able to, which is a bummer.
Yeah.
But, that's where we're at. Here's AMD. Now, this chart's a little bit different because this is a weekly chart. I wanted to show it's actually been not the best performing stock. It went from 100 to 230 in a 3-month period. That is obviously not sustainable. That is absurd, right? That is, I think AMD is a great company. I think Lisa Su is probably one of my favorite CEOs of all time, to be clear.
Someone gave her that title this year, I think. Like the great, best CEO of the year.
Maybe
I think
Time.
So. Yeah, I don't know. Someone recently did it. I want to say it came out not that long ago.
So I read the article. I think it was Time. Did you read the article?
I did not read the article.
It was, you would not want to work for her, but she was saying how there's two types of CEOs. There's get it done when you can, and you're going to work over the weekend at midnight. And she was the latter. She's like, I routinely hold meetings at 5 a.m. on a Saturday, assuming that you worked all night. And then, dude, the stock was $4. Now it's here. It's when she took over.
Yeah.
She's amazing. I have full faith in her, which is why I want to put some more money. So this isn't as dramatic because this is a weekly chart, so you can't see the dip, but you can still see the values. 185 down to 165. Once again, like 6%-ish. This is a big down. This was a little bit of a delayed down, but now we are approaching the 200 moving average.
Mm-hmm.
Using what no one can predict the market. We all have no idea. I'm having a tough time not throwing more into AMD right now because the two stocks I want to buy the most are Google. I can't buy more Google. It's killing it. I'm very happy. It's at 194. Thank you, analysts, for making my price better earlier, idiots. And Meta, I wanted to come down more.
Mm-hmm.
So I need. What do you think here, Vinny? Am I an idiot?
No, I don't think that's ridiculous. I haven't looked at the valuation of AMD in a little while. I will
high.
say, just based upon this chart, though, what I do see is it doesn't look like AMD respects the 200 as well as, say, Google does. So the bounce may not be quite as violent and abrupt. You may have more time, and even be below the 200 for a little period of time.
It actually does.
Yeah. Oh, let's say, I'm just looking at this little short blip here.
So, but you can see the hesitation. You can see the bounce here, right? Now we did go through. However, there's days where you have gaps. So when
Hmm.
it hits it intraday, it usually respects it pretty well, but you can see it's not perfect. But ended
Yeah.
here, went back down, pushed through, used it as a floor again, came back up, hit, up.
Yeah.
I like it. It just had a downgrade this week. That's why I'm showing this. It was at 135. Now it's at 126. Um,
Okay.
you know, to me, it seems like I can get this on sale.
Hmm.
But I would like to know the community's assessment of this strategy. All right. Not the
AMD.
200 moving strategy. I love that strategy. The buying a genuinely believed solid stock when an analyst says it's bad.
Hmm.
All right.
Because we all know how useful they are.
Pointless. I don't
Yeah.
understand their job. Can you
It's
imagine in
impressive.
our line of work being right 47% of the time?
I mean, we wouldn't have our licenses anymore.
No, we'd be gone. Like I don't how do you how are they this shitty at this? This is their whole job, and
Yeah.
they're worse than random chance.
That's impressive to say the least.
All right, guys. Um, Let me know what you think. I'm eager to read the comments, and I have a feeling I'm going to be called an idiot a couple times. All right.